Well, today we're taking advantage of this beautiful day to take a ride up to Amish Country. But we're going to be doing it a little bit different than what we've done on our Amish Country rides before. We've come up Route 3 to Loudonville, where we're at right now. And then once we get out of Loudonville,
We are going to turn up here onto the Amish Country Scenic Byway, and we're going to take that over to Millersburg and stop at Mama's Diner for some delicious lunch.
yes, they have some good food, and we'll show that to you. And then after that, we're going to continue on the Scenic Byway up through Berlin, and we're going to take you to the Amish Heritage Center. So it'll show you a little bit of a history of the Amish area and how that all came about as far as the settlers there. So hopefully that'll be good information for you, and definitely for us. And it's going to be some great views along the byway. So come enjoy this beautiful day with us. So this is a combination Route 39, Route 60, and considered the Ohio Amish Scenic Byway. If you haven't been on here, I'll put our route down in the comments so you know where we went, if you want to follow along sometime on your own. Definitely a good solid road, nice turns, and some beautiful scenery. Now, how's that for some scenery?
Yeah, that is gorgeous. Up here twice a year. We come up like late spring when everything is green and all the flowers are bloomed and everything's bright, and then the fall when everything's really starting to change. The leaves are changing and everything's just so neat looking up here with the fall colors. And you didn't know that we're taking you to Nashville, but it is Nashville, Ohio.
Bet you they got a country bar up here somewhere.
I'm sure.
Yeah, usually when we come up to Amish Country, we've been the last several times, we just head into Berlin and do some of the shopping there and head over to Sugar Creek, and we decided we wanted to hit Amish Country, but wanted to do it from a little bit different angle this time. Check out some different things. And we're glad that we can share with you.
Hi, Mamas.
Where is it? Oh, over here on the right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the entrance then? Turn here?
There's two entrances. You can go straight to the light.
Let's go in this one. Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of a blind hill, though. Okay.
Yeah. Would be a good place to park. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably should.
Okay, ready?
All right, here we are, Mamas. Well, we just stopped at Mama's for lunch. What'd you think, Dawn?
Oh, I thought it was so good. Everything is homemade. The only thing we didn't do was we didn't get dessert, but that's okay. Sometimes you're allowed to skip dessert. The food was really good. I got the chicken fingers with the French fries, and I mean, everything was homemade all the way down to the ranch dressing. How was yours?
Oh, it was awesome. I had the chicken wrap and some mac cheese, and you could tell it was homemade. So if you're in the area, have an opportunity, stop by Mama's.
For sure.
So we're going to continue on. We're going to be heading down 39 here to Millersburg. We'll be going through Millersburg and then catching 62 up to Berlin. And just north of Berlin is where we'll be stopping to visit the Amish Heritage Center, and we'll be showing you that. So got some more nice scenery here that you can enjoy until we get there. Now we are just coming into Berlin, so you'll see a little bit of Berlin. And as on any given day coming through Berlin, there's usually quite a bit of traffic.
Definitely a very popular place to come and shop and eat. They got some good restaurants and amazing shopping.
Up here on the right is Sol's Palace, one of our favorite stops when we do stop in Berlin.
interested in checking out the Berlin area, we do have a video in our library where we came here and we had lunch at Boyd and Worthman's, which is very popular, and checked out some of the shops. I think today is the substitute for Sunday because everything in Amish Country is closed on Sundays. So if you're doing a long weekend or something, you know, you're best to come up on Friday, stay through Saturday. I found out the hard way, unfortunately. My very first trip up here with my mom and my sister, and we were doing a whole Mother's Day thing, and Mother's Day it was just totally closed. So, lesson learned.
Here on the right, the Berlin Village Antique Mall. Another hot stop. That's part of our content.
As well as the Shia Market. The Shia Market's just on the other side over there, and it's got some just super awesome stuff for home decor and a lot of lady stuff. So it's a lady store, let's just say that. Ladies love it. That.
Yep.
That's one thing. In Amish Country, you have got to watch out for the horse piles of manure. They are on the road, so definitely don't want to run into that. There you go.
So where do you park? Is it here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we are.
Tour's going to be starting in 5 minutes.
All right, here we go. We're heading into the Amish and Mennonite Heritage Center. And the sign says they are open. Closed for Memorial Day, but open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
It was started in 1978 in a building about a half mile up the road. That building is no longer standing. This room was built for the painting. It was brought here in 1990, attached to the wall. The last 20 to 30% were down right here in this room. After 14 years of work, 4.5 years of actual painting, the rest of the 14 years were spent in research. The first 3 centuries, Christians were people who sought to live by Christ's teachings, seeing themselves as pilgrims and strangers here on earth, and they truly were, as they were liable to be persecuted anywhere they went. As to why Luther disagreed with the state church, but Luther kept the state church, making himself head of it instead of Rome. Now, although Martin Luther persecuted many of our ancestors, he did give us something we treasure to this day when he translated the Bible into the German language. 2,000 people willingly went to their deaths rather than compromising their walk with Christ the rest of their lives. So it's not surprising that Baptists are very interested in what William Penn had to say. William Penn had inherited a tract of land in North America called Penn's Woods, or Pennsylvania. And he had a radical new idea. He was going to allow anyone to live in his land. It wouldn't matter what church they belonged to. Who drive horse and buggy and are very comparable with the Amish. But the majority of the Mennonites have assimilated to some degree or other into the modern culture. And so you will find Mennonites in all kinds of clothing. The Mennonites will be driving cars instead of the horse and buggies. The Mennonite houses will have electricity and all the modern conveniences. You might notice we started with Christ, we end with Christ, because following and obeying Christ is what the Anabaptist life is all about.
So what did you think about this presentation?
It was fascinating. It was so fascinating. I think there's the details and all the stories and the people.
Right.
Really cool. Very
A
unique.
lot of different things you'd have questions about. Definitely encourage you to stop in here and hear the presentation. It takes about 30 minutes, but it really explains how everything got started. So very good information.
Yeah.
I have a display of some of the clothing, the different types of head garments that are worn by different groups and for different reasons. Here's a history of the hymnals that they used. And some older books, and we come down to a Bible from 1531.
We're going to start here with the South Bunker Hill School, and it was built in 1857, about 1,000 feet south of here. And it was used for both English and Amish. And so when you live in this area, there's only two kinds of people. Actually, in the world, there's only two kinds of people. You're either English or you're Amish. So we are. All right, so I'm going to start off with just a little bit of like review from the mural, just so you understand, and I'm very visual. So you think of a Anabaptist umbrella, and when you talk about Anabaptism,
we're going to take a look at a barn back here.
$50 per year per buggy. Starts around 8:30, and for an hour you sing. And those of you that have done the mural, you sing out of the outlook. And as you look at it, and they were built by Amish and Mennonites, and basically they were the truck, the farm truck of its day. So after the end of the season, you break it. This is called a bench wagon.
And the barn from this side. And here's a mural on the outside of the building that depicts the immigrants coming to the New World. A mural that was completed in the early 1990s. Well, that was the Amish Heritage Center. What did you think, Dawn?
I think it was fascinating, very educational and informative, just to understand the difference between the Amish and the Mennonites and the different types of Amish folks. Definitely a really good learning experience, kind of eye-opening. So
yeah, I thought it was very interesting. Like I told the lady there that, you know, we come up here a lot and, you know, you see Amish and, you know, we read things, we see things on movies that may or may not be true, but it's kind of cool to hear really what the history is, you know, the different types of groups and what they're all about, what they think, and basically just boils down to that they're human beings just like us. They're, you know, they're different in their unity amongst their group, but, you know, they have good people, bad people, smart people, dumb people, you know, just like everybody else. Some people who holds the rules better than others, and they're people just like you and I, and we should treat them as such. So kind of cool.
yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna hit the road now, and we're gonna be heading back on part of the Amish Scenic Byway to show you a little bit more of that, and we'll be heading back to Columbus. But it's a beautiful day and it's beautiful scenery. We're going to be coming up 62 here. We're going to be taking 515, and that's part of the Scenic Byway. So once we hit that, you'll see that. Wow.
I know. All of these rolling hills with these beautiful farms, and everything is so green and clean looking and just really, really nice. This is a perfect day for a ride.
Things you just kind of see in the movies, so to speak,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Now we're going to turn on 515 and go south. And you can see on the sign though, Amish Country Byway.
Yeah.
Well, we're showing you some nice scenery here. If you have an opportunity and you haven't already, we just ask that you please subscribe to our channel. That will help us out, and then you'll be able to stay in touch with Two Wheel Buckeyes family and see all our future content and all the things we have planned for this summer. If you've enjoyed our content, we've enjoyed having you with us, definitely. Leave any comments below and hit that like button. All of those things help us out and help us continue to get more motorcycle adventure content, more tips out to you. Definitely some beautiful roads here and beautiful scenery.
I can vouch for that as the passenger that gets to look at all of it.
Yeah. You get to look at most of it as long as there's not big piles of horse crap in the middle of the road.
Yeah, for sure. Amish taxi service. Maybe this is the Amish version of Uber. Good.
Coming into Sugar Creek, which has some nice stops that we've done in our previous videos. So we're gonna keep rolling onto 93, which is a really good route. This van up here doesn't run us over. And that van did not run us over, so we're now on 93. We had a beautiful day, and we hope you enjoyed the information, and we hope you enjoyed the ride. We hope you have an opportunity to visit Amish Country on your own at some point and stop in the Heritage Center and just make a day of it. Until our next ride, be safe.